online activity can expose your
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page. Now it's off to the show. Take it away, nerds.
All right, everyone, welcome to tonight's coverage of the Apex Cup Series presented by Wheels America here, round number 6, and the DPU 100 here from Pocono, Pennsylvania. Welcome. It is Matt in the booth with you as always here for round number 6, back again this week. Solo this time again. Want to give a shout out to Jason from Signature Esports there last week for helping me out while I was a little bit under the weather, but we're back here tonight and doing much better. Let's take a gander at the point standings as well. Coming into this one, what will be round number 6? This is post Talladega. You see Edwards in the playoffs as well with Meeks, Lothan and there, and Tucker, your top 4 with wins. Everyone else battling for a spot. As you see there, Edwards up by 5, Crocker down by 5, a bunch more Sauter, Barroso on the outside looking in, coming to round number 6. Time starting to run short on these drivers here for the playoffs. So the guys trying to turn their season around. Brandon Ward in trouble and needing stage points and more here if he wants to recover his season. Well, we are here in Pocono, Pennsylvania here for 100 laps here tonight. And it's going to be a good one across this tricky triangle. You see Frankie Barroso there on track. Let's take a look at Pocono and the track facts here tonight. It's a 2.5 mile, 3-turn triangle course. Each corner modeled after a different racetrack as well here in Pocono, Pennsylvania. You see it right now. Track temp 97 degrees. Fairly cool with an air temperature of 70 here tonight, so everything's looking pretty good on that front. You see on our driver bar right there, that is Frankie Barroso's number 12 out here getting ready to get it done here tonight. Let's get ready for some pre-race interviews, and I want to give a big thank you and shout out to Wheels America as always for being on board as our primary sponsor here tonight for the series. Wheels America, of course, the world, it has the world's most diverse inventory of original wheels over at wheelsamerica.com. Head over there today, check them out. That is wheelsamerica.com. But right now, we got to do some talking, and I think the first person we're going to talk to here tonight, and I do believe that will be probably Mr. Thomas Meeks. You see, he is one of those drivers down there trying to battle it out for playoffs. We'll talk with Brandon Ward. Talk to Brandon here. Let's get Brandon Ward in here. We're going to do Brandon first down here in the commentary booth. Brandon Ward, Matt up here in the Extreme SMTV booth. You got a copy?
I do.
Alrighty, man, you're coming out. You're about 59 points out of the playoffs right now. You have got to start making up some ground. What is the plan for that 48 to make a late season charge into the playoffs here for the Apex Cup Series presented by Wheels America?
This is my hometown track, so I'm feeling pretty good about it. The car's really quick tonight for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know what my crew chief did to it, but it's quick.
Well, Brandon, I will tell you this, and this is friend-to-friend advice, buddy. Focus, man. You still got time to turn this season around. Don't make any mistakes out there tonight.
Yeah, it's all I got to keep the car clean.
Keep her clean, bring her home, get points. You know, you've got 2 stages out there. You know, lap 25, lap 50. Stage points for you could be very big. So does that change your plan there in that 48 inning at all?
It does. I'm going to try to qualify up front and just try to keep it up there. I have a feeling once we go green here, it's going to spread out, and it's going to spread out quick.
Yeah, I agree with you here. Pocono tends to do that. Well, I'll let you go back up to Warrior Racing chat, man. Get out there, get it done tonight. Brandon Ward there, the driver of the 48 machine, trying to make a rebound as we get later in the season. Talking to somebody else here. Let's talk to Frankie Barroso, the driver of that 12. Frankie Barroso, Matt in the booth. You got a copy on me, buddy?
I do, Matt.
Alrighty, man. Well, you're here. You're still a little ways, I believe, outside the playoffs, but you're making up ground in that number 12 machine. What's the plan? Do you want to get a win to get in, or you think you can do it on points?
The easiest way to solve the solution is just to win. I think that's the easiest. I don't really want it to come down to points. I think I'd rather just take a win right here at Pocono.
Yeah, I think that's probably the easiest solution for you now. We've seen you win races before here on the channel. You got to go get it done once again.
Yeah, I do. It's definitely not going to be easy. Pocono is really tricky. There's 3 corners, and they're all really different. How you drive them, and how you enter the corner, how you exit the corner, and how you overall just drive the racetrack differs from every corner, basically, of this track. So can't thank Steve Tucker enough for putting up a great league. And yeah, letting everybody in here do what we love to do.
10-4, Frankie. We'll go get it done here. Prove them wrong, man. Go get you a win here tonight.
Thank you, Matt.
All right, here we go. Let's talk to Mr. Travis real quickly. I moved into the wrong. No, I didn't. We'll talk to Mr. Travis Twitty right quick. Hey, Mr. Travis Twitty, Matt up here in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy, man. It was good.
Well, not much, buddy, but we got a familiar sponsor here tonight. Once again, with you guys on board. Man, oh man, you guys do some great job, and your brother does a wonderful job. He actually sent me the preview of the Extreme Sim TV logo that he was working on there for me to get printed on some shirts and whatnot. Did a great job with that, man. You want to go get it done here at Pocono. What do you think you're going to have to do?
I'm fighting. I'm just fighting right now to get it dialed in, but I think once I get dialed in, get around some traffic, I think I'll be fine. Just turn a few laps, get settled in, and hopefully I can work my way up to the pack. I'm right now in practice. I'm at the back right now, but I'm gonna see if I can work my way up and figure it out and make the best of the night for my brother and his company. And appreciate y'all for everything y'all do, big guy.
Alrighty, man. Well, go focus, buddy. Don't want to hold you up long. Go get you a good qualifying effort in.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Matthew. You have a good one.
All right, there we go. We're going to let him go because we're about to rock and roll in qualifying. Becky in the chat. What's up, Becky? Well, we're doing all right. I'm doing a lot better than last week. That's for daggum sure. That was a rough Thursday night. And again, one more time before we get this thing underway, and I'll quit talking about it. Again, big thank you to Jason, Signature Esports. Go check him out. He stepped up, helped out last week when I needed it. And I can't thank him enough for that. That's what we love to do as broadcasters when we can. And here we go. We're going to go qualifying here tonight here at Pocono, Pennsylvania. Once again, Brandon Ward talking about it being a hometown track for him. He wants to get it done in that 48 here tonight. And I hope, beyond hope, he can turn this season around. I understand in the booth, I try to be as impartial as possible. But you just want to see Brandon do good. He's had so much horrible luck throughout the season. And it happened again last week now in his hometown racetrack. We want to see that 48 get up there and get something. Come on, kids, you can do it. I just want to see, I truly want to see Mr. Ward get something out of this season. Right now, he'll work his way up to speed, headed towards turn 1. Pretty good entry for that 48 ride to turn number 1. He'll run midway up the racetrack. He'll let the car roll here through center. A little higher up than I'd like to see him. Maybe pinch that car off just a little bit more, but overall, pretty good entry 1 and 2. We'll watch him in 3 and 4. See what Ward can come up with into 3 and 4 here. Coco the Pitbull back in the booth with us here tonight. And I'll eventually get you your co-host picture eventually for her one of these days. Just, she's not very photogenic sometimes. Like, leave me alone. Don't take any photos of me, dadgummit. And we'll see on board Brandon Ward up about a third of the way. Down the front straightaway to the stripe he comes once again. And P1, Brandon Ward right now, 54.442. Matthew Smith immediately on top as well. There's Smith there, 54.241. For the driver of the 35, Matthew Smith to the top of the board. Now Charles Bowens up there in the 41 camp as well, needing something to go good his way. And again, and I'm just hoping, beyond hope, some of these guys, why is my messenger? See what else we got here. There is the 48 award. Smith Williams right here on track. King top of the board. Good run for King here, top of the board. Anthony right there as well. And right there, Tony Edwards to the top of the board. 53.904 for the 118 Chevrolet of Tony Edwards. Very good qualifying effort for him. Top of the board here. Matt still trying to go out. Jeffrey Sickles, another car in trouble in the playoffs. Battle. Sickles, that Toyota needs something special to turn his gear around. Much like Brandon Ward here. The Toyota Camry, Sickles in trouble as well as we inch towards the playoffs. On board on the dash cam with Mr. Sickles into the tunnel. Now down the back straightaway headed for turn 3. He'll enter in high here. Let's see what Mr. Sickles can get up to speed. Frankie Barroso on track as well, getting ready to come out. Was then Blake right here, last week's winner at Talladega. Back out here as well in the 59 machine. And one car I'm not seeing. There's the 55 of Meeks. And that is Wills America in the 55 machine back out on track as well. As we continue to run this time by 5 minutes to go. So 5 to go in the session. Edwards out front right now, getting ready to get fired up. Right now Thomas Meeks out front leading. Meets the pit road here in the 55 camp. So as we continue to run right now, 4 minutes to go. Steve Tucker up front, break there in second. Tony Edwards, Scott there as well with Josh A. King in the top 5 right now as we count down qualifying at the moment. So as they continue qualifying right now. So right now, Tucker, now top of the board. Look at Steve Tucker finding some speed out of that 24 camp. Right now, he has the most, he is your regular season points leader as well. So Tucker statistically having a really good year. Looking like he'll start on top of the board with no Edwards going to inch him out just like that. So Jeremy Edwards will bump that 24 camp to second as they continue to run right now. And again, right now with 3 minutes, 28 seconds left on the board, we will get ready to go racing here for 100 laps at Pocono in the Pocono Mountains. Here we go. You see Williams, Crocker, Twitty back here. Crocker there as well. So right now, everybody hanging on right now up front of the field. That is going to be Brian Crocker out there running some laps right now, getting ready to go in this 100 lap event at the 3-corner, Pocono, Pennsylvania, the Pocono Mountains here tonight. we take a look here, and I'm actually going to go do some research on the channel right quick. 2 minutes and 2:31 left on the board here for qualifying here tonight. 2:23, and we continue to drop. I want to thank all 12 guys out there in chat there. Let's go, Brandon. Let's get the Let's Go Brandon chats going tonight, because I tell you what, he needs to get this thing done. Get that car back in the playoffs. And I understand completely. I'm supposed to be unbiased, but you know what? You see somebody have so much trouble throughout the year, it would be nice to see him actually go to victory lane here. Yeah, that's it's unfortunate when you look at the 48 season, what troubles he has had so far. This being his home track that he's got going on here, you just want to see him do well. That's really all there is to it. Everybody wants to do well, right? Everybody. So you can get a chance to get it done. You want to get it done here in your home track. That is for sure. As we get ready to go once again with a minute left on the board here tonight. So here we go once again. 55 seconds, 53, 52, 51 left on the board. As we get ready here, Steve Tucker up there in third, Jeremy Edwards on pole here tonight. Let's get ready to take a look. Becky's right. Let's go, Scott. Yes, Scott. We need Scott to do well as well. Let's don't forget Scott here, but let's get ready to take a look at your starting lineup here tonight from the Pocono Speedway in round number 6. Here on Extreme Sim TV. Time ticks down. Less than 7 seconds remaining in qualifying here tonight. And we will get them gridded up, ready to go from what is going to be 100 laps of racing here in the Pocono Mountains. Here we go. We'll start it up right now. Air temp still in the 70s. Right here is your qualifying grid. Jeremy Edwards, Frankie Barroso, that's your top 2. Row number 2, that's Steve Tucker, Blake Lotham, they're in 4th. Row number 4, that is going to be Tony Edwards and Scott right there in 6th. Josh A. King and Thomas Meeks in 7th and 8th. Rolling off 9th, and Jeffrey Sickles and Anthony Williams in 10th. Fred Sauter, Jess Erdman right there in 12th. Smith 13th, Balance 14th. Matt Oblinger there in 15th, and that's Brandon Ward starting 16th. Brian Crocker alongside Travis Twitty in 18th right there, and that will round out the field. 18 cars coming at you here for 100 laps from the Pocono Mountains. So here we go. Everybody's going to get ready to go here. Behind the iRacing pace car, they'll be parked on pit road for the time being. One more look at the track facts before we go green here at Pocono Speedway. Track temp averaging out about 92 degrees, a little bit of wind, 2 mile an hour coming out of the north here at Pocono Raceway. Should be fun as we get ready to go for tonight. Light's going to light up on the pace car. We're ready to go. I know you are as well. And right now, everybody going to be able to get after it here as they get ready to come to green. So there we go. Everybody going to be ready to go. As they roll off of pit road here, there is the 59 machine. That is going to be Blake right there, last week's winner, ready to go for 100 laps here tonight. Steve Tucker up there as well on the front of the board, ready to go racing. Frankie Barroso in the mix. The 17 of Jeremy Edwards going to be another strong one throughout the night here tonight. So we'll continue to pace here, get ready to go. Field will get ready to come up off of turn number 2 and then headed for turn 3. As they head through the tunnel turn here right now. 25 laps in stage number 1. Stage number 2 is going to come at lap 50. And then we will have a 50-lap run, well, theoretically, to the end, and not counting the stage yellow. That will inevitably take up a little bit of time, but it'll be all right. We'll make it through it. We're ready to go. You're ready to go. Let's go racing at Pocono here tonight. Let's get ready to go. Pocono Motor Speedway here tonight. We'll come off of turn number 4. Everybody is ready. iRacing pace car down pit road for round number 6. Here we go. The 17 leads green in the air. We're leading and underway at Pocono. Edwards out front. Barroso immediately going to jump down. He'll try to side draft down the straightaway at the moment. You see right now everybody working their way through. There is the 59 machine. There's more of the 118 back here in traffic as well, as they work their way down the back straightaway for the first time here tonight. The 17 leads. Frankie Barroso in second. Blake right there in that third spot. See the side-by-side battle back there in traffic as well around that 118 machine down the front once again. Tony Edwards right there doing a great job. Tony right there doing a wonderful job in traffic as they lead. Heading down through the front straightaway, complete lap number 1. Edwards out front leading. Barroso in second. That is Frankie Barroso hanging on to P2 right now. On board, look at Jeremy Edwards cranking on that wheel. Barroso right there in second behind him, on board with Barroso. Top 2 right there on top of each other at the end of lap number 1. It's exactly what you expect here. There's Lotham, last week's winner. Scott right now in 4th right now, doing a great job. The 60 of Anthony Williams behind him. Steve Tucker backtracking back up to that 3rd or 6th spot here early on. Tony Edwards jumps underneath him. He'll lose another spot. Edwards, Meek's going to be under fire from the 7. King and Meek right there. Great battle off of turn number 3. You see the cars a little bit free as they come off of turn number 3 here. That's a big deal at Pocono. Edwards right now underneath Tucker. Tucker continuing to backtrack a little bit. You see Tucker right now hanging on at the moment. Started 3rd here tonight. Has slid back to 6th early on. Tucker sliding back, lost 3 spots. King right there as well in 7th, 8th, all back here. Nose to tail with Meeks right in front of King. 10th right now, that's Fred hanging on to a top 10. Matthew Smith in 11th. Erdman there in 12th. 13th is Brandon Ward. Brandon Ward has moved slowly up through the field from 18th. So Ward starting to make up some ground in that 48 ride, doing a great job. Keeping it steady here inside the top 13. Needs to pick up a few more if he wants stage points at the end of stage number 1. 4 of 100 laps complete here tonight. They'll continue to run nose to tail up front. And what a night we have seen already. Nose to freaking tail at the moment. Cars double file deep in the field. Anthony Williams trying to peek through in the 60. Look at Williams on the inside of the racetrack right now, continuing his charge to the bottom. Anthony Williams right there. Steve Tucker is now back up to 5th, trying to inch his way back forward after starting 3rd on the evening. Tucker started 3rd, slid backwards early, trying to inch his way back forward right now. and yellow on the racetrack. That's the first one of the night. And trouble down here, and Brandon Ward involved. Caution is out. We'll get to looking here and see what the problem may be for Ward here. So let's see if we can figure out what the issue is for Brandon Ward. Oh, just got into the side of the 9. Ooh. One more look at it here. Him and the 9 was racing hard together. And, yeah, the 9 is going to get clipped. One more look. In slow-mo here. The 9 just into the corner. Into turn 3. Brandon going to get him left rear. Turns that 9 up the racetrack. And then crossover. Here comes Travis Twitty. Nowhere to go. Jacks right into the back of the 9. Or the 48. They'll both go around. Sickles going to keep the car clean. And that is your first yellow of the night. The 41, he is going to need a fast repair. The 9 on pit road as well. And he's probably not too happy at the moment getting caught up in that incident here in the DPU 100. So, the 9 will leave pit road. Twitty, quite a bit of damage. Balance there on one lap down. In the O'Reilly Auto Parts 41 Machine 5 complete. So now we got to kind of look at where we're at here. No one up front pitting as of yet. The deep in the field, the 9 getting collected. And got turned around there. And it's unfortunate for that 9 car. Nothing you can do when you get left reared like that. Let's see if we can talk to Matt out of Steel City. Hey, Matt in the booth. Got a copy, buddy? I don't think Matt's there. But unfortunately, Matt just got tipped. Nothing you can do when you get tipped like that in the left rear. The car is going to step out and it will be gone before you can do anything to catch it. So after 6 laps here tonight, we continue to circulate under caution. We look at the laps led. Edwards has led the top 5. However, Barroso, the fastest lap of the race with a 53.773. Frankie Barroso with the fastest lap so far, currently setting second in the MK2, number 12. Very unfortunate. So as we get ready once again. So right now 6 of 100 complete right now as they continue to work around Pocono Raceway here under the first yellow of the evening. 7 of 100 complete this time by with an hour 25 left. Estimated in the session right now, 94 laps to go again. Stage break coming at 25 here tonight. Barroso second for the restart. Third will be Blake Scott. Fourth, Tucker will restart fifth. Tony Edwards sixth. Anthony Williams will restart seventh. Thomas Meeks restarts 8th. 9th is Josh King. Matthew Smith will round out your top 10 for the restart. Sutter, 11th. 12th is Sickles. Brian Crocker, 13th. Travis Twitty, 14th. 15th here is Matt, still on the lead lap. Brandon Ward on the lead lap as well in 16th. Jess Erdman there in 17th. Charles Balance right now scored 1 lap down in the 41 O'Reilly Auto Parts machine, currently 18th on the racetrack. So that is your through the field for this restart. with 94 laps to go here tonight at Pocono. The first caution going to come to a wrap here at the end of 100 here as they get ready for another restart. 100, lap number 7 going in the books. Again, 25, the end of stage 1. So there's 25, the end of stage 1. Here we go. Balance 1 lap down. He'll try to hold on to get that lucky dog at the end of stage 1, but Green back in the air. 8 laps on the board. Everybody back up to speed. Edwards out front leading Blake Lotham in second. Frankie Barzio in third. Steve Tucker in fourth. Scott up the racetrack a bit with the 60 of Anthony Williams right there on the back bumper. Here comes Josh A. King. Everybody going to spread out down the back straightaway. Look at Steve Tucker. Big move. He'll jump underneath the 12 and 59. Going to take a twofer here into the tunnel turn. He'll complete one of the two. Couldn't get both of them. They'll slide back in the line. Right now, they'll stay in line. He's going to be trapped bottom side, trying to get back up in the line right now. 8 of 100 complete. You see him right around the yellow line. Blake Lotham squeezes through on the top. Lotham hanging on right now on the top side as they head down the back front straightaway once again. The draft down these long straightaways going to play a part. Tony Edwards going to peek underneath Anthony Williams. That's for 6th. Edwards through. Williams to 7th. King going to try to follow through as well. Here comes King to the inside also. King to the bottom of the racetrack. That number 7 machine, Josh A. King, going to run double file here down the back short chute headed for the tunnel turn here at Pocono in turn 2. He'll run through there. A nice run. Miss Smith right there up to 10th. Meeks holding on inside that top 10 as well. There goes Scott underneath Scott underneath Steve. For a moment, they'll work it out back single file. Tony Edwards drops to 6th. So great racing throughout the field. However, Jeremy Edwards has led the first 8 laps of this race. And lap now about 4.3 above Frankie. But Frankie last time by about a 10th faster than your race leader. Trying to run him down. And again, Frankie's got the best lap of the race so far. Just posted 7.51. That's a 53.751. Frankie just posted the best lap of the race here. 10 laps into this run. So we know his tires are still pretty good, faster now than when he started. And he's closing the gap down to the back bumper of Jeremy Edwards, who's just over 2/10 ahead of him right now. Frankie Barroso looking at trying to get a win in stage number 1. Again, first yellow of the night, it was for the 9 machine and Brandon Ward back a few laps ago that brought the yellow out. And Ward still stuck 15th in traffic. And the 9, 16th there right behind him. Not really working their way forward, but Edwards now 2.9. Scott into the fence off of turn 2 or turn 1. That's going to be a tricky area of the racetrack. He got the wall a little bit. That's going to let Steve Tucker to his outside. Tucker clear into the tunnel. Good job for Steve. Move Steve to 4th. Move Steve Tucker to 4th here. Scott to 5th. Tony Edwards to 6th. Anthony Williams back to 8th now. That's the way they run in the top 8. .90 to go in this race. You see him still single file. Williams, Smith, Meeks right there in 10th. Stickles in 12th. Twitty in 13th. Ward in 14th. That's the way they run here. Top 14 positions on the racetrack. Brandon trying to get going. Trying to move the top side here to get around Travis Twitty. We heard Twitty talk about the car struggling earlier in the night seems to be doing just that as well right now. Jeremy Edwards still leads here at Pocono. And Jeremy Edwards continuing to still lead here at Pocono Raceway. Under fire from Frankie Barroso, who's right there behind him. 88 going on the board. .88 laps to go here tonight. Top two spreading away. Blake, Steve Tucker, Scott right there in the 5th spot. Tony Edwards in 6th. Now the question's going to be 70% fuel. Do you have enough fuel to make it all the way to the end of stage 1? I would assume so. But we will find out as we continue to run towards the end of stage 1. Right now, nose to tail up front, Jeremy Edwards, Frankie Barroso, they're going to dive out of line. And right now, the 25, Scott going to wash up the racetrack in that Chevrolet. King right there in that 7th position right now. Everyone hanging on to 118. Tony Edwards trapped to the bottom, 15 on the board. 15 of 100 complete here tonight. Still side by side for position between the 118 Chevrolet and the 7 of King off of turn number 2. 15 of 100 complete this time by. So right now as they fight through right at the moment. 15 of 100 complete this time. Jeremy Edwards out front leading. Edwards doing everything he can to hang on in front of Barroso, but the gap now up front is Scott going to lose a spot. You see it right now, that gap not. And all big here with 10 laps to go in stage number 1 of this event. And guys at home, if you're watching, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that like button for me if you like what you see. That helps me determine what we do with the channel. And what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong. So if you like what you're seeing, hit that thumbs up button on YouTube for me if you like what you see. But this is a great battle up front with 85 laps to go here at Pocono Raceway. Coming to 15 and 100 complete. Right now, Blake Lotham sitting there in 4th. Scott and Josh King right here side by side for 5th. Great run for those two. Scott starting to wash back. Tony Edwards, Anthony Williams, all in the top 10 as well. 16 on the board this time by. Again, they'll end of lap number 25. Puts an end to stage number 1. And right now, Edwards has led all 15 laps so far. Barroso all over the back bumper of Edwards. Heading down the back short chute, headed for turn 2. 16 of 100 complete here tonight. They continue to run nose to tail up front. Barroso right there on the back bumper within a 10th here of what Edwards is doing. But once he's caught the back bumper of Edwards, he's had a little bit of a hard time trying to get around him right now. King right now inside that top 5 with Tony Edwards and Anthony Williams right there, as well as we start to spread apart throughout the field right now. Top 5's got about a second, or what, about a second breakaway here a little bit. For the top 9, over Fred there in 12th, battling Matthew Smith. So a little breakaway here up front. But the front 2 has a 2.1 second lead over 3rd of Steve Tucker. These two trying to battle it amongst themselves for the stage 1 win right now. It's coming up here in about 8 laps or so from now. So still a lot going on as they head down the short chute, headed for turn 3. And again, playoff points also, or stage points, very valuable right now as you see it. Barroso and Edwards right there nose to tail. 18 on the board that time by those two nose to tail. That Toyota Camry out, or the Chevrolet Camaro out front. Both Chevrolets are doing everything they can to try to get the stage win here. But you also got to think about the long run, right? You can't get up there and get the battle in too early. As they head down the short chute headed for turn 2, you don't want to wreck these race cars early on. We have seen one incident early on tonight, and that was between the 9 and 48. Other than that, it's been pretty clean. Balance looks like he's in pretty good shape up here to possibly get that lucky dog at the end of the stage if he can stay away from the 13 who just cracked the wall there. That was Fred that cracked it pretty hard. He'll get it gathered back up, but that's the lucky dog battle as well as we head towards what would be stage end of number 1. Barroso gonna look down low, not enough. He's got to be a little bit closer than that if you're gonna pull out and make it work here tonight at Pocono. Again, with 2 stages, 10 points go into the winner of the stage. That could be huge in these playoffs. Right now, Frankie gonna dive underneath the 17 and lead change for the first time tonight. Yeah, the 17 just had nothing to hold him off. Now he'll try to jump in the draft. See if he can maybe get a run back on Frankie, but with about 5 to go in the stage. First lead change of the night, and it's going to be Frankie Barroso going to the front over Jeremy Edwards here late in the run. Now back down the front straightaway. Edwards, a good exit of 4. He'll stay with Barroso all the way down the front straightaway. Here's that draft. Will he be able to pull out late? Nope, not enough of a run here. Frankie will hold him back. And now Jeremy going to be in dirty air here in 1 and 2. Clip the apron a little bit. He'll wash up the racetrack. And there you go. Jeremy Edwards will slide off the back bumper of Frankie Barroso. Steve Tucker, Blake there in the top 3. Blake coming off a win at Talladega last week. Now running the top 3 here at Pocono. Good mid-season run for him. King in 5th. Tony Edwards in 6th. King there got a little piece of the outside wall. Looked like coming out of the tunnel turn. A tricky turn is that tunnel turn. With that tunnel that runs underneath the racetrack, it can come up and bite you in a hurry. But Barroso leads here at Pocono. So they continue to run right now, 21 and 100 complete. What a night it's been with 21 and 100 in the books here this evening. Field continuing to run. Now Barroso leading right now by 2.3 of a second. Frankie up front now by about 0.6 of a second. So 22 going on the board this time by. .22 of 100 complete right now. Barroso up by 0.7, 0.8. Blake, King, Edwards, Williams. Here's your top 22 of 100 complete. So 23 of 100 laps complete this time by Fred Sutter. Right there as well in 13th. Brandon Ward in 14th. Again, involved early in that caution, but it looks like Charles Balance may be the recipient of the lucky dog here at the end of stage number 1. With just shy of 3 to go right now. Coming off of turn 4, Frankie Barroso continues to lead, looking for a battle here. And we have one right here between Tony Edwards and Anthony Williams. That's the battle for 6th, 7th, and in position here. King right in front of them as well. So this could be some points to battle it out here at the end of stage 1. 7 up the racetrack. That's that Ford Mustang. Washes up a little bit out of turn 2. He'll get it back down. Gap up front and stabilized at about 0.3 of a second. Last time by, Edwards faster than Barroso. We'll keep an eye on both battles for you. These three going to start to get separated with 2 to go in the stage. Meanwhile, Jeremy Edwards trying to get to the back bumper of the 12 MK2 machine of Frankie Barroso. He'll come off of turn 3 to see 2 laps to go in stage number 1, but Barroso continuing to lead. So they continue to run right now. That's the way they say it here right now with 24 of 100 complete here tonight. Can Barroso do it? Down the back, short shoot once again, 25 to go on the board this time by, and again, we'll see 1 to go in stage number 1. First quarter of this race will go in the books. Barroso up by 0.3 of a second. Blake, though, under fire from King for Blake and Steve Tucker battling it out for third here on the racetrack. Coming to the white flag of stage number 1 here tonight. The Apex Cup Series presented by Wheels America and wheelsamerica.com. Go check them out today. And there we go. 1 to go in stage number 1 here tonight at Pocono. 76 big ones left to go here in the Pocono Mountains. So they continue coming off of turn number 2 right now. Turn 1 down the back straightaway. It looks like Barroso continuing to lead here tonight. Tucker, Lothan right there as well in that top 4. Also in the 59 machine, but Frankie Barroso leading off the tunnel turn. He'll come by this time by to see the end of stage number 1. Barroso leading 6 laps in stage 1. Off of turn 4. Edwards was pretty dominant, but it kind of fell apart late in the going. There's the 13, 1 lap down. Barroso will get the stage win. Edwards second, Tucker to third, Lothan to 4th, King to 5th, Edwards to 6th. King to 5th. Edwards scored 5th. King 6th, Anthony Williams 7th, Thomas Meeks 8th. Scott in 9th, and this will be intense. So there we go. 26 of 100 complete. We're under the first stage break of the night. And folks, we'll be right back in the booth in just a moment here on Extreme Sim TV for the start of stage 2. All right, back here as we get ready for stage number 2. 28 complete. We get ready to go in stage number 2 in just a moment. So we'll get ready to go one more time as we get ready to fire it back up. Frankie Barroso out front along with Jeremy Edwards. Edwards dominating stage number 1. Unfortunately, late in the stage, got passed by Frankie Barroso, giving Frankie that stage win. 29 on the board this time by. Here I go once again. 28 on the board, coming to 29. We will get the restart here on Extreme Sim TV here in just a moment. Here we go, restart once again. 28 on the board. We're back under green here from the Pocono Mountains. 29 this time by Edwards out front. Frankie Barzio right there topside. Steve Tucker there in third. Those three gonna thunder into turn 1, nose to tail. Jeremy gonna get away early once again. King back to 4th. Edwards to 5th off of turn 1. Down the back straightaway right now. Everybody hanging on down the back. Thomas Meeks there as well. And if we take a look here, our track temperature has dropped about 3 degrees from the start of this race, continuing to cool off right now. Air temp at 69, was about 71 at a high point in this race. The track's starting to cool down. Maybe a little bit more grip for these drivers here in stage number 2 compared to stage 1 here tonight. Now down the back straightaway, you see Steve Tucker up to 2nd now. Edwards back out front early in the stage. Battle behind them right now deep in the field, and it was the 13. And Blake Lotham is out of this event. He has retired the car during the stage break. So Lotham out now, 2 laps down. It'll hurt him in points. There's Charles Balance still 1 lap down. Again, it was Fred that got the lucky dog that last stage break that took it away from Charles. And I feel like Charles has a decent car if he could ever get his lap back here. He's going to need to hang on for another stage here and hope either Yellow comes out here in stage 2 or he can hang on all the way to the end of stage 2 to get that lucky dog. Meanwhile, side by side, Edwards and Tucker, that battle for 3rd. Meanwhile, Edwards, that's Tony Edwards I'm talking about there in the battle for 3rd. Jeremy Edwards, 0.3 of a second up on Frankie. Once again, got the lead on this start of stage. Continuing to hang on right now. We've seen this in stage 1 where he got out front early and led quite a few laps in stage number 1. Only for Mr. Frankie Barzio there to get around him late in stage number 1 to get that stage win. Now he's back onto the back bumper in that MK2 machine as they continue to run right now. And while we run, let's take a quick look here, quickly here at the points as they came in with that stage win. Again, Barroso was 14 out over Edwards and Balance. Well, that would all but put him close to being back in just with that stage win. And look how this would change if he wins this race. Barroso that we're talking about, Frankie Barroso, would go from 17th to being in, and that would knock Tony Edwards out. Some guys not wanting to see that MK2 machine go to victory lane. 32 on the board here tonight. They want him to stay right where he's at, because if he does not, it could have big playoff implications here tonight in the Apex Cup Series presented by WheelsAmerica.com. And it could be huge if he manages to get the win. But right now, Jeremy Edwards trying to fight forward up front here in the 17th. Edwards up front. The MK2 machine right there behind him as well, nose to tail. Down the front straightaway with 33 laps going on the board this particular time by Edwards, putting on the mirror show to Frankie. He's going to have to watch his mirror quite a bit. still quite a ways to go in stage number 2. And the last time he lost it late in the stage, you don't want to repeat that. Edwards has led the most laps so far. He just been in the wrong place at the wrong time, stage-wise. That Music Mill number 24 machine right there in third, starting to close in on your top 2. Not really a breakaway out front right now. Scott running in that 8th spot in the 25 machine. That's another one. Looking at a pretty good run here in stage 2 here tonight. And that Chevrolet trying to keep it up right now with Matthew Smith right there tagging along. And look who's back in the top 10 after trouble early. Brandon Ward back inside the top 10 and moving forward. Great job. Great recovery for the 48 as he continues to move on. Anyway, you look at that. Let's go Brandon machine on that Chevrolet, man. He has got to get up there and get these stage points. Exactly what Brandon Ward wants to do. Here with 35 going on the board. Stage break coming at 50 this time. He'll be up a little ways in the tunnel turn. He's got to get that car down in the tunnel a little bit here at Pocono Raceway. Being up that far in the tunnel turn usually doesn't bode well. Meanwhile, top 5 cars virtually under a blanket right now. And you see it right now at 9/10 of a second separating your top 5. Going under a second for your top 5 cars back from them. Actually, your top 6 within a second here now. As they continue to run, circulating around Pocono Raceway. Tony Edwards in 5th right now, trying to get to 4th over Josh A. King and Steve Tucker, who are nose to tail right in front of him. 35 of 100 complete this time by everybody right to the bottom of the racetrack. Continuing to run and car in the outside wall. That is the 118 of Edwards back in the fence a little bit. Right now, the 60 of Anthony Williams right now is going to drop to the bottom side of the 118 Chevrolet. Double file down the back. 35 on the board this time back. So right now, 36 of 100 laps complete. Jeremy Edwards up front in the 17, trying to hang on with the 12 right there behind him. Great running right now. 37 on the board of 100 complete this time by. Nose to tail up front right now. There's the 12 of Barroso. Edwards right there as well. 36 of 100 complete here tonight. .36 of 100 laps complete of tonight's event here at the Pocono Raceway. The old nose to tail right now, no change. Here comes Barroso now, trying to take advantage here at lap 37, trying to get to the bottom side of that car directly in front of him, the 17 of Jeremy Edwards. And that's the way they stay right now. Steve Tucker staying in line with them as well. Tucker not giving up right there also. Right now everybody knows the tail. 38 on the board this time of 100 here at Pocono Raceway here tonight. Jeremy Edwards out front, leading the way. Frankie Barzio in second. That's your top 2. 38 of 100 complete here tonight. So right now, everybody doing what they can. 38 on the board. Him nose to tail. Jeremy Edwards, Frankie Barzio, Steve Tucker, your top 3, King in 4th. That's the way they run. Here comes Tony Edwards to the inside in the yellow and gray Chevrolet. With the red side markers on that machine, he'll jump to the bottom right now. He'll move forward into fourth. Jeremy Edwards out front. These dudes still going at it right now. 40 on the board. This time by. So that's the way they run right now. 39 on the board of 100 complete here tonight with Frankie Barroso, Steve Tucker, your top three. Tony Edwards inside the top four with Josh A. King right there in fifth. What about Anthony Williams trying to hit his marks here tonight as they run 40 on the board. This time by of 100 with roughly 10 to go. But this time around, Jeremy Edwards has been able to hold off Frankie Barzio a little bit longer here in stage number 2 than what he did in stage number 1 here tonight. They'll stay nose to tail headed for 1. All over the back bumper right now is Frankie. They come up close to 60 to go in here, Pocono Raceway. Frankie Barzio looking to try to get back around Mr. Jeremy Edwards late in the stage, just like he did early on. 250 miles here tonight, your distance. And right now, nose to tail, the 17 and the 12 are hanging on right now. As we come closer and closer to halfway, it'll be 125 miles down, 200 or 125 to go in this race. Right now, Jeremy Edwards, Frankie Barzio, your top 2 cars. By him a little ways over everyone else. Battle here between the 60 and 7 machines. That's for 5th and 6th. Scott in 7th. Look at Brandon Ward tracking him inside the top 9 right now. Great run for Brandon Ward at the moment. And Brandon's got an opportunity. If he can get by Smith and Scott, that would move him into the top 7. Would be a great finish here tonight for him. Brandon Ward continuing to hang tight in that top 9 right now. And what a race right now. 41 and 100 complete here tonight. .41 and 100 in the books. They continue to run right now. Right now, Brandon Ward around the bottom of the racetrack, trying to keep pressure on Scott right now. Can't do it. 42 and 100 complete. Ward right there in line as they head down the front straightaway once again. This could be huge for Brandon Ward, I have to say. Very impressive out of the 48 machine. Underneath Scott for position, washes up. That's going to open the lane up for Meeks. Meeks jumps underneath. 42 on the board here this time by, battling right now. Edwards still holding on. Frankie right now for the lead. Those two off the tunnel turn right now. Balance still 1 lap down. He'll be looking to get his lap back here at the end of stage number 2. Get himself back in the race here tonight. So what do we do here? Again, both these runs has been around 25 laps here. 16 laps in this run so far. First run, we've seen him run 25 laps and had no problem with fuel in that final run of 50 laps. How far to does the guys push it? Here, 44 on the board. Well, what a great run right now up front as everybody remains nose to tail. What do you do right now to make the move? Lap 44 going on the board. Right now, everybody fighting their way. 44 on the board this time by. Right now, everybody fighting their way through 44, 100 complete. Edwards out front. Frankie trying to put pressure on him. Right now, 44 of 100 complete. Edwards and Frankie Barroso, your top two. Right now, 45 on the board this time by 5 to go. Can Edwards hold on once again? And right now, nose to tail right now. Jeremy Edwards leads at the moment. Edwards trying to hold on to Frankie. Can't get there right now through the tunnel with 5 to go. Can Frankie Barroso play smaller 2 stages in a row? That is going to be the question here at Pocono. Man, that's going to be tough. 2 stages in a row. Meanwhile, Steve Tucker trying to hold on to that top 3 spot in the 24 camp. What about Brandon Ward just in front of Thomas Meeks? This is all kinds of positions up for grabs as they head down the front straightaway once again. 46 and 100 on the board. Meeks right there now going to jump to the outside. Ward to the bottom of Scott. Scott going to lose a spot here with 55 to go in this one, 5 to go in the stage, and Brandon Ward, big slide. It's almost like when he makes a move, he overdrives the car. He'll fall back in position here tonight, and he'll drive it side by side into the tunnel turn. Meanwhile, up front, no change. Ward of side by side. There's the 22 machine, Jeffrey Sickles in the mix as well. Ward way up the racetrack. He'll drop back now to 10th. Trying to recover, maybe 11th, maybe out of a points position here. Again, he tried to get around Scott on the inside turn 1, just overdrove the car. Now he'll kind of tag along in P10 right now. Back down the front straightaway. Edwards, though, leading over Barroso. He was in the same position 1 stage ago, late. Got past. This time around, looks like this may be Edwards' stage here to lose if he can just hold on tight for a little bit longer. Edwards, Barroso up front, nose to tail, 48 on the board of 100 here tonight. 48 of 100 laps complete, nose to tail up front here at Pocono in the Pocono Mountains. Barroso now 2/10 falling a little bit back. We'll check in on that battle for the final point spot in the night. Brandon Ward has it, and caution on the racetrack. Jeffrey Sickles around, and I believe that caution will end the stage as well as Sickles around back here. Let's take a look. Sickles having a problem. Let's take a look at what happened to bring the caution out that might as well end stage number 1. We're only 2 out. This is going to end stage number 2. What happened here with Jeffrey? Ooh, a couple of cars getting the wall. Brandon Ward involved. Jeffrey gets tagged. Ward comes through. One more look here. Ward goes into the tunnel turn. Car going to get on the apron. It'll take off right now. And kapow into that outside wall at a great speed. Car gets a little bit sideways as it does. He tries to correct. And look at this 29 and the wall as well. And right there's the contact that turned him back up into Jeffrey. Jeffrey, the innocent bystander, going to get clipped right here in the left rear. It's going to pivot that car towards the inside wall. And kapow. Big hit. Car going to come up in the air. Settles back down before it goes over, luckily. But big damage for Jeffrey. But that is going to do it. Frankie Barroso going to lead the end of stage number 2 here tonight. Congratulations. Or not Frankie Barroso, excuse me. It will be Jeremy Edwards scored with Barroso second. Tucker third, Edwards fourth, King back there as well in the top 5. That's your top 5 with everybody on pit road here during this stage break caution. Again, that will end the stage. We do not have enough time to get it back going. Everybody off of pit road. Looks like Barroso will grab the lead off of pit road that time in the 12. And let's talk to Jeremy Edwards if we can here. Into stage number 2 here tonight. EBR Motorsports. Hey, Jeremy Edwards, Matt in the booth, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, man. Well, stage number 1, Frankie was able to get around you late in the stage. You didn't get that stage win, but here in stage 2, it looked like the car held on a little bit better on the long run.
Yeah, I pushed it a little too hard on that first stage there, not really knowing. I haven't been on iRacing in a few weeks due to a family issue, so took it a little easier in that stage 2 there. If Frankie were to get by me, I was just going to let him go and try and save as much as I could, so helped out.
10-4, man, and I would say I don't want to make it public, but I'm sorry for everything you're going through, bud, and if there's anything I can do to help, let me know.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Really do. Thank you.
No problem, buddy. All right, man, we'll go get you another win here. Yeah, you was able to get stage 2, go get the final one here.
Thanks, Matt.
And Jeremy Edwards right there getting ready to go back racing as we're double file right now. As they get ready to go one more time, 50 of 100 complete this time by 50 laps to go when we get the stage underway once again. All right, guys, we're going to get it rolling one more time here tonight. Once again, there is the 17 machine here tonight at Pocono alongside the 12 there for a restart. So we'll get ready for another restart here with 50 laps to go in the Pocono Mountains for the Apex Cup Series here live on Extreme Sim TV. And yet another race restart. Here we go once again, 51 100 on the board. So 51 of 100 laps left to go. 50 to go when we get the green flag on the nose here. A 50 lap run to the end of the 17-12. Been most dominant cars all night. Your only 2 leaders of the evening. Who will come out on top here at Pocono? What do you say we go crank it up here tonight on this restart? So let's enjoy some crank it up here on Extreme Sim TV. Alright folks, back here, crank it up, got preempted as a normal. We're going to do a crank it up, that's kind of curse. Let's crank it up here. So let's go back and take a look at the replay. So let's see once again if we can find it. And there it is, this time it's Jeffrey involved. Big trouble back straight away. And look at this. Big problem into turn 2. Contact. Big into the inside wall. More contact as well. Caution out, 52 of 100 complete. This time by at Pocono Raceway as they get ready to go back to green. So here we go. We'll get back to at it once again. As you see it right now, 53 of 100 on the board this time by. So, yellow back out on the racetrack here with 53 of 100 laps complete in this one. So 53 of 100 on the board this time by Tony Edwards, Steve Tucker, Matthew Smith, right there as well, Josh A. King. So yeah, we'll back out on the racetrack once again here. Usually, every time we go to crank it up, that tends to happen. That's kind of the curse of the channel at this point. Every time we do crank it up, try to get y'all some audio of that ends up happening. I gotta turn the stars back down now. There we go. About forgot to do that because, you know, my volume mixer ain't here yet. It's coming. Got me a physical volume mixer, but what a race we have seen here tonight in the Pocono Mountains. Frankie Barroso leads with Jeremy Edwards right there on the back bumper as well. Those two have been dominant all evening. So these two cars, 53 of 100 complete here tonight. As they continue to run right now here at Pocono in the Pocono Mountains, getting ready to go. So as we get ready for a restart here tonight, as we get ready to go back to green flag racing. So here we go, one more time, we'll get it back up and going. 54 100 complete. Yeah, and here we go. Frankie Barroso up there as well. So we're coming to green this time by Black Trough on the pace car. So as we get ready to go back racing once again here, lights are out on the pace car as well. So here we go. We'll get ready to go back green once again here. 55 of 100 complete here tonight as we get ready to fire it back up. Frankie Barroso leads the way. We get ready for the restart. Once again, 55 on the board, this time by of 100. Here tonight on Extreme Sim TV. So 55 of 100 complete, this time by. Double file, green in the air. Once again, everybody back up to speed. Green is out as we come to 55 of 100 complete, this time by. Everybody coming through. Frankie Barroso up front leading the way, along with Jeremy Edwards and Tony Edwards, your top three here. Right now, 55 of 100 complete, this time by, here in the Pocono Mountains. Josh King right there as well, along with everyone else behind him as they work through. Scott right there in 7th. Anthony Williams, Brandon Ward right there in the top 9. Fred there in 10th. Right now, nose to tail at the moment. Up there in the tunnel, looks like turn 1 of this racetrack is the 13 and the 9. Right now, as we fight through, 56 of 100 complete right now as they work their way through. But right now, 56 to 100 on the board. Let's try this again. Let's see if we can get it cranked up segment in here. See if we can get one in without the yellow flag flying here. All right, back here once again, folks. 61 laps complete. Sorry about that. I had to step away from the mic for an extended period of time there. But we are back, ready to go one more time here tonight. So double file up front is Steve Tucker up there alongside of Mr. Frankie Barroso. Now remember, the car that's led the most laps, Jeremy Edwards, not in the mix right now. As we get ready to go back to green here, Jeremy Edwards just right back there in ninth. Has lost some spots with that yellow flag coming out and such. Coming down pit road, taking some tires. Green flag back in the air, 61 complete. So 61, 62 on the board of 100 here tonight. So they will continue to run this time by as they fight through. So we continue to run 62 and 100 complete. This time by, we'll get the tank it up, going for you and everything. We're ready to go. So as we continue to run 63 and 100 complete on the board this time by, as they continue to rock and roll. 64 right now. 64, 100 complete, double file in the pack at the moment. So as everybody continues to work their way through, there is Smith there in the 35, right there in the mix of everything. Tucker up there in 24th. Frankie Barroso leads this one. As they continue to run right now, 63, 100 complete. Again, Jeremy Edwards, most laps led here this evening in the 17 camp. 63 on the board of 100. Frankie Barroso leads the way right now. Tony Edwards in second, 64 to go on the board. Again, Edwards right there. Jeremy Edwards has led the most laps. He'll move to the back bumper of the 38 machine right at the moment. He'll get to the back bumper. And about 5 cars, and I'm doing the math right now on my end, about 5 cars did not pit in that cycle. But here comes Jeremy Edwards, a little bit fresher tires on that machine, about 10 laps fresher. Frankie Barroso leads on oldies. Frankie gonna have to get all he can get out of these oldie tires with the 118 there in second to hold these fresher tires up when they get there, as we're just shy of 65 laps being complete. The air temp still at 69, track temp at 81 degrees, continuing to cool off a bit from the start of this race. Was in the mid 72 area as far as air temp when we started. It has dropped since the beginning. Got Matthew Smith right there, Fred right there as well. Anthony Williams, Jeff Erdman right there also in the mix. 65 of 100 complete this time by. 66 on the board of 100 laps complete. Barroso leads Edwards in second right now as they run. So right now, 66 of 100 complete here tonight. Jeremy Edwards right there as well as they fight their way through. Right now as they continue to fight, 66 of 100 laps complete here to 17. Gonna move forward into fourth here. Moving on up is that 17 machine. Man, what a night it has been as they continue to run right now. Crank It Up has some bad juju. Yeah, it does. Crank It Up definitely has some bad juju. Definitely. 3 wide mid-pack right now, and there goes the 24 machine underneath there. Frankie Barroso leading the way, 67 to 100 complete with 35 laps to go. This time at the Pocono Raceway, Tony Edwards second, Scott there in third, Matthew Smith in fourth, as they all continue to run here, 67 to 100 complete. So right now, as they all continue to run at the moment up front, Frankie Barroso leads the way. So as they continue to run, 67 to 100 laps complete. On the board this time by nose to tail, Frankie Barroso. Tony Edwards right there is also in the mix. 69 this time by for Tony Edwards at the stripe. Matthew Smith, Scott right there in fourth with Matthew Smith just ahead of him. Smith doing everything he can. Scott right there behind him, Steve Tucker and Jeremy Edwards. Your top 5 here in the mix with Steve Tucker in sixth, bringing up the rear of that parade there you see on your screen as everybody continuing to work their way through. Everybody working their way through. One car sideways back of the pack. Anthony Williams right here as well. Brian Crocker there also. So everybody hanging on nose to tail up front. And what a race it has been here in the Pocono Mountains here with 69 complete of this one. So right now, double single car down the back straightaway, Frankie Barroso up front right now, leading the way. Everyone else behind them as well as they work their way through the corners. 70 on the board. Right now, everybody fighting their way through. 70 on the board this time by, and they fight through, doing a great job. With 30 to go this time by. So 70 of 100 laps complete here tonight in the Pocono Mountains. Again, what a run for Frankie Barzio out front. Edwards has led the most laps, but Barzio closing in with 28 laps led. But here comes Edwards. He's back into the top 4. Bit fresher tires on that 17 machine for Edwards. And closing down on the guys in front of him right now with Matthew Smith leading here at Pocono. Right now, 70 of 100 laps complete here tonight, working their way through. Right now, everybody working their way through. 71 to 100 complete. So right now, 71 to 100 look complete here tonight. Frankie Barzio leads here in the Pocono Mountains. '71 this time by Tony Edwards in second. Matthew Smith in third. Smith having a great run, but Frankie Barzio leads. Steve Tucker in the top 5, Scott in 6th. 7th, Jess Erdman right there in the Valvoline, number 6 machine. Anthony Williams right behind him as well. So as they fight through 72 this time by, but it's Frankie the Man Barzio leading here in the Pocono Mountains right now. There is the Chevrolet 118 machine, 73 on the board. Matthew Smith there as well. Jeremy Edwards in 4, Steve Tucker and Scott Snodgrass right there as well. All in line, 73 of 100 complete this time by Erdman in 7th, Anthony Williams in 8th, trying to move forward as well. $73 on the board this time by. So right now, nose to tail, there's the 6. He'll lose about 1 position here as he slides back a spot. And fighting our way through. What audio? That is weird. Huh, it's at the same level as before. Back the level down a bit. As we run 74 100 complete this time by. Working our way through here at Pocono Raceway. And there went the keyboard. Well, that happened. Yep, that happened. So as we run 74 100 complete this time by here in the Pocono Mountains, we continue to rocket through the Apex Cup Series here on Extreme Sim TV. 75 on the board this time by. Nose to tail, 75 at the strike. Up front, Frankie Barzio leads the way over his nearest competitor, Tony Edwards, by about 1.6 seconds on the board right now. 25 laps to go. Right now, nose to tail, there is Jeremy Edwards, Matthew Smith, along with Tony Edwards up there in second. Frankie Barzio leading the way right now, fighting their way through. Tony Edwards right there in second, Matthew Smith as well. Look at him fight through 75 of 100 complete this time by. Up front, continuing to lead, Frankie Barzio. In the 12, hanging on. Steve Tucker right there as well. $77 on the board of 100 complete, 24 laps to go. This time by here in Pocono. King in 6th, Brian Crocker in 7th. 8th is Travis Twitty. Of course, Twitty having a great run here. 8th position, Charles Balance, who was back there a lap down at one point in time, up into the top 10 here. Late into the going here at Pocono with 25 to go. Steve Tucker, Scott right there on pit road. So now some of the guys back here in the back hitting pit road for their final stop of the evening. See how that works out strategy-wise for them. As you can see, 28 laps on the run for Frankie, so he should be coming up on needing to come down pit road as well. Another car going to dive off deeper in the pack. That is going to be the 60 of Williams. So now we see most of the guys diving down deep in the pack. Now, 35 to 7, these guys can go about 10 laps further than everyone else. Again, they can go about 10 laps further than most of the guys up front. But unfortunately for Frankie, he is coming to an end to his fuel run here with 77 going on the board here tonight. .78 of 100 laps to go. As they continue to run right now, doing a great job at the moment. So, Frankie trying to hold the lead at the moment. So right now, 78 on the board. He's going to have to hit pit road in a moment. 22 laps to go. Again, the guys back here behind them that came down under that caution have just a tad bit more fuel load in those cars. You see right there in the mix is the 17 camp. He can go about 10 laps or so longer than your race leader. And the race leader's losing time here to Jeremy Edwards as we speak. About 0.2 of a lap on those fresher tires. Jeremy Edwards is coming to the back bumper of Frankie. It's going to be interesting to see how the scenario works out for both and how they do on this final set of tires here over the next 20 laps or 22 laps of this race. As they all continue to run through the tunnel turn this time. So 80 on the board this time by Pocono as they work their way through turn number 3 this time. Right now, across the stripe, there's the 17 machine. 80 of 100 complete this time. .21 laps to go in the books here at Pocono Raceway. Jeremy Edwards, Josh A. King, and Brian Crocker, your top 3 cars. Charles Balance, Travis Twitty, and Frankie Barroso. Daggone it. I know what it did. Barroso, crap. Okay, Frankie Barroso right there in that 6th spot now after hitting pit road. He will have to come out and try to recover. Jeremy Edwards leading the way in this one. And to go Travis Twitty right there as well. Alternate strategy for him along with about your top 6 cars. Can go around another 8 to 9 laps on fuel. So expect them on pit road with about 11 to 10 laps to go in this race at Pocono. These drivers have been in these cockpits for roughly a little over an hour and a half now. Race started at about 9:30 Eastern, closing in on 11:10 Eastern and right now. So now the fatigue, the mental stress of being in these cars for roughly 2 hours of racing starting to wear on these drivers as we compete with 20 to go. Again, next week we head to Nashville, Tennessee for round number 7 of this series. Next Thursday evening will be round 7 of this one with 20 to go here tonight. 19 to go for race leader Edwards. Edwards again has led 44 laps tonight. Barroso, oh God. Dang it. I ain't even going to go there tonight. I'm getting tired. I can tell, dang on it. Frankie is your 2nd most laps led. And I pronounced his name 150 times. And I messed it up. Go figure. Broadcasting jinx, right? They continue to run right now. 19 laps to go. Here from the Pocono Raceway here tonight. Now as we continue to inch forward, 18 to go here this evening. King in second, a little ways back. Travis Twitty. Now again, Jeremy Edwards should be hitting pit road here in the very near future. Now last time by, he ran a 56 flat. Frankie was about 2 seconds faster that lap. The leaders, in my estimation, will have to come to pit road one more time. Frankie, he's good to go to the end. They cycle through, 17 to go this time by. Up front, the battle for the race lead rages on. Strategy and all kinds of things going on here tonight. And the ending to this one. Brandon Ward out, Thomas Meeks out, Jeffrey Sickles and Blake Lothan out as well. But Josh King up front. And now Edwards to pit road with 17 to go. Twitty's going to come down as well. That's going to leave Balance, Crocker, and King. Your three cars still needing to pit. Where does Edwards come out into relation to Frankie? Frankie coming off of third, number 4. Edwards at the end of pit road. This is going to be a big gap between Frankie and Edwards when they circle out here. Frankie is now by him, and Edwards just now leading pit road. I'm afraid this may have been the wrong strategy call for Jeremy, because Frankie is going to have a ton of space of about 11 seconds over Jeremy Edwards, and that should cycle to be your battle for the race lead as well. So again, Balance, Crocker, King. Balance coming to pit road. King still needs to come to pit road as well with 16 to go. As they continue to run right now, and you see it, Frankie going to be your race leader when it cycles through. And it looks like Jeremy Edwards pit road speeding penalty possibly. Oh man. Jeremy Edwards, let's go back and take a look, but I believe he had to serve a pass through. Indeed he did. Let's see. Had to stop in his box. Something going on here. There went Barroso by. Maybe not a speeding penalty, but he lost a ton of ground, and now he's sideways. Being scored in 10th right now. Josh A. King out front, still needing to pit. 14 laps to go. 14 to go. This time by here, the 100 lapper here at Pocono Raceway for the Apex Cup Series, presented by WheelsAmerica.com. Here tonight with just 14 laps to go. What has been an entertaining 100 laps here tonight, now closing in on the end. King leads, but he's going to have to hit pit road. It'll be Frankie that will take over the lead once this happens, and here comes King. King to pit road. Wait on to see if Crocker comes down this time. And indeed, Crocker going to come down as well. That will hand the lead back off to Frankie off of turn number 3. And if Frankie wins this race, he'll go from the outside looking in to playoff bound for sure with 14 laps to go. Strategy now has him over Steve Tuck by 9/10 of a second. Tony Edwards, Matthew Smith, Jeremy Edwards kind of out of this one in the top 6 out there having a dominant car here tonight. Jeremy matching lap times of Frankie right now, but way too far back, unless the goddess of cautions graces. If she graces us, we'll bring them and stack them back up. Hopefully the goddess of caution stays far, far away from the ending of this one for Frankie's sake, because I tell you what, he has played strategy to a T here tonight at Pocono. So they continue to run right now as they fight through this one here tonight. What a race so far here in the Pocono Mountains. Right now, Frankie Barroso leads. So right now as they fight through inch by inch, lap by lap, everybody doing everything they can to work their way through. Well, laps to go. Matthew Smith right there as well. Nose to tail. You see it right now. Matthew Smith coming under fire from Jeremy Edwards. Edwards going to pick up the spot. Back up to fourth, but he's 10 seconds off your race leader, Frankie. And I tell you what, Frankie's strategy tonight on par. We've seen something like this out of that 12 car before. It's not the first time here on Extreme Sim TV. One of these cars have been leading here in the Pocono in a cup race in particular. And seeing the strength of that 12 once again. And Frankie just pulling away with 11 laps to go. If we do not get a caution tonight, this one is his to lose. 2-second gap with 11 to go. A little bit of battling here by Erdman and Williams. Those two nose to tail as well. That's 7th and 6th positions on the racetrack. Giving it up for one another right now as they head through turn one. But these two cars again battling it out right now on board with Williams. King right there in the 7, just a little ways back from those two. Really the closest battle on the racetrack right now is between these two drivers here in Pocono. That's Williams and Erdman going at it right now. On board again with Williams. Erdman doing a great job holding serve, just keeping him right there behind him in his rearview mirror, not letting him get close enough to make a move. That's really all you got to do here. Play the dirty air game. That's another thing you can do with speeds that we have here at Pocono. You catching a car and passing a car is two different things. You get up there in the dirty air and it becomes much more difficult to pull the pass off. So 10 laps to go here tonight at Pocono. As they continue to run right now, great racing overall, 10 to go here. Now up front, Frankie leads the way right now. Tucker in second at the moment. Nose to tail, 8 laps to go this time by. You see them gapping one another, coming to 8 laps to go this time. So right now, 8 laps to go this time by as they fight through. Right now, up front, working their way through as they continue through right now. Why does the notifications keep going off? Right now, Barroso leading the way. Right now with just 8 laps to go in this one, they'll hang on, coming to 7 at the stripe. The 7 laps to go here in Pocono. Right now, Frankie and Steve Tucker lead the way. Tony Edwards right there in third. 6 to go at the stripe. What a battle we have seen all night long out of some of the great drivers out here with the Apex Cup Series. Six to go now at the stripe. Six laps to go. Right now at the stripe up front, Frankie Barroso leads the way. Barroso doing everything he can. Five to go this time by. Barroso leads Tucker second. Tony Edwards in third. Fourth, Jeremy Edwards going to ease through by Tony there, make it to the top 3, but still 7 seconds off your race leader here. What a night we have seen all evening with 5 to go. Right now with just 5 laps to go in this one, Frankie Barroso has played the strategy game all evening, now leads here in the Pocono Mountains. Four laps to go. Frankie up front, Steve Tucker in second. Jeremy Edwards right there in third. Tony Edwards in fourth. Fifth right now, Matthew Smith. They all run at the moment. 4 laps to go. 4 to go in this one. They continue to run up off of the tunnel, going through. Looks like 3 is Smith Barroso. With 4 laps to go, hanging on right now. Barroso 4 laps away from going to the playoffs here. Right now, Frankie doing everything he can. Holding serve at the moment. 4 more laps. He will be in the playoffs if he can just keep it up right now. Three to go now at the strike. Again, Nashville. Round number 7 next week. Look, 3 to go right now. Jeremy Edwards second. Steve Tucker in third. Holding tight at the moment. 3 laps to go. Right now, 3 laps to go. Frankie up front, holding tight right now. And why is my messenger not doing alerts for me? I have to figure that out afterwards. Right now, 2 laps to go this time by for Frankie. Jeremy Edwards and Steve Tucker right now. Everybody fighting through. But 2 laps to go. Meanwhile, up front, Frankie leads the way. Trying to hang on right now. Barroso leads off of turn number 1 once again. But 2 laps to go as they fight through. Right now, Frankie up front leading the way with Jeremy Edwards in second. Coming to the white flag this time by Frankie, looking to go to the playoffs here tonight. Out of turn number 4. Or turn 3, excuse me. Turn 4? Turn number 3 for Frankie. White flag in the air. Jeremy 7 seconds back. Just nothing he can do. Kind of got outrun a fuel strategy here tonight a little bit. Erdman right back here. 0.5 of a second behind. Pass for position. Williams going to lose a spot there to King. But down and through turn 1, headed for the tunnel turn, is Frankie Barroso, who is leading here at Pocono. Tunnel turn for Frankie this time by. Gets the car to the bottom of the racetrack, coming to the checkered flag here tonight at Pocono. Coming to the checkered flag this time by Frankie Barroso, leading Edwards in second. Checkered flag is out, and Frankie is going to take that MK2 machine. And great job. Frankie gets the checkered flag, and he will be in the playoffs. Congratulations to that number 12. Jeremy Edwards comes on second. Steve Tucker scores third. So let's get ready to talk to these guys, folks. And then I am going to call her a night. What a great race here at Pocono. Hey, Frankie, Matt in the booth, my man.
That was a pretty fun race.
Well, congratulations, buddy. You are now in the playoffs, my friend.
Thank you. Can't thank really anybody enough. First person I got to really thank is Steve Tucker. They're putting up an awesome league and creating this all possible. Yeah, this is definitely didn't start the way I wanted to. The 17 he was really fast, and with the dirty air, I was just afraid I'd be stuck behind him all race. But thankfully, was able to pass him for stage 1 and just able to hold everybody off.
Well, you did a great job, my man. You led 51 laps here tonight, Frankie. Congratulations on that, dude. You're going to the playoffs.
Thank you, Matt.
Well, man, what do you do now? Just try to get stage points, bonus points, try to build that up for the playoffs?
Well, mainly we can try to go for another win because, if I think I got 7 or 8 playoff bonus points, which that's fine, but kind of don't feel safe. Try to build as big of a gap as I can. Try to get as many as I can. Mainly just being fast. The only way I really won this race is just being fast here. I didn't think I was that fast here, but nonetheless, it was an awesome experience. This track is quite literally underrated in my opinion, because it is actually a really, really good track.
Well, I would tend to agree with you there, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, turn 1, you just drive it different in all 3 corners. Just mainly the biggest issue today was trying to save the right front. I messed that up a couple times. I almost gave the stage away a couple times in stage 1. But I learned how to save my right front a little bit better for stage 3. And I think that's what won me the race. So I'm ecstatic right now.
Well, man, again, Frankie, congratulations, buddy. Welcome to the Apex playoffs, man.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you for all you've done for supporting this league and Sunday's league as well.
10-4, buddy. Again, congrats on the win here tonight, my buddy. And I got some breaking news, my guy. Because your team owner from a certain place is texting me at the moment. Let's see what he has to say. Sir, you have a $50 bonus coming your way for Victory Lane here tonight.
Well, I guess I won $50. I can buy a couple tracks and maybe a couple of cars on iRacing. Oh man, he's been really nice to me, letting me come on board to his operation. Reese Calva, thank you so much for the opportunity. I try to thank you at least every single day I talk to you.
Well, man, you represented good here today going to Victory Lane, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, with the awesome car from MK2 Aerospace, I guess we were just, in another planet today. So, gotta thank Reese for that as well, for the paint and for letting me into his operation, Texas Family Racing.
Well, again, dude, congratulations. We're gonna let you go, Frankie. Going to Victory Lane here tonight, into the playoffs, my man. Good job, buddy.
Thank you, Matt.
All right, there's Frankie Barnes. Let's see if we can get our P2 up here in the booth here. And again, Frankie doing such a good job. And it was Jeremy Edwards coming home in second here tonight. Right there. And Jeremy Edwards, man, got to be a little bit disappointed. Let's get down there for our maybe our race interview here. I'm trying to coordinate all this. If we can get in there. Talk to him. And what a run. There we go. No, let's get back to Jeremy and let's see here. There we go. So let's grab Jeremy up here in the booth now that we're in the right car. And let's talk to him here, P2 tonight. Where's Jeremy? Ah, crap. Okay, I guess we're going to Steve. We'll hop over to Steve's car, Steve Tucker. Steve, your uniform's not pretty. Man, we got to ask him about this. Hey, Steve, you got a copy?
10-4, Matt, how we doing?
Well, my first question for you, Steve, do I need to send you some money for a new driver uniform in iRacing, my man? You and your plain black uniform, no sponsorship on it.
No, man. Well, hey, speaking of sponsors, man, we have the best sponsor on the track today. That's manchestermusicmill.com, local music store to me up here in Manchester, New Hampshire, New England region. Fantastic. I mean, they've been on board with me since California, where we won, which was amazing. But yeah, I mean, right now I'm feeling pretty good, Matt. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, P3, we were P3 all day. P3 in stage 1, P3 in stage 2, and took a gamble in stage 3. Tried to short pit Frankie and Jeremy, and or Frankie and Tony at the time, and thought we had it. Honestly, we pulled out ahead of Tony and Frankie by quite a margin, but obviously, as you know, here tires can be pretty dicey. So Frankie ended up catching up to me and passed me, obviously, and then Jeremy came out of kind of nowhere and passed me at the closing laps. But yeah, held on for a P3. So at the end of the day, that strategy kind of worked because we were ahead of Tony and Matt and all them. So yeah, feel pretty good about it. Love this track. It's always been one of my favorites. Obviously, super unique. So yeah, feel pretty good about this P3, man.
Well, man, I'm happy for you, P3 here tonight. It was a great race at Pocono. A long, trying one for some of you guys, but it was an overall good race.
Absolutely. Honestly, it was. I mean, man, like 100. I think about it now, right? In like 100 laps here at Pocono is a long race. So I definitely appreciate and love everybody who came out to watch the race. Hopefully everybody had a good time. And hey, if you're still here, put in the comments your favorite part of the race, and we'll see how you guys think.
Well, man, it was fun, my God, man. But I am going to get out of here for tonight. There, Steve. Congratulations on a P3 here this evening.
Thanks, man. Take care.
All righty, man. See you later. All right, folks. Thank you to wheelsamerica.com, everybody involved that made this happen. DPU as well for coming on board for this one. That was the DPU 100 here at Pocono. I'm exhausted. I'm out of here. Thank you guys for a great night.